Yes, guys, welcome back to the Kop TV. Another little on the radar transfer update for you. Quite a lot to get through today. We will start off after, of course, you've pressed that like button with the Luis Diaz news this morning. Just under an hour ago, Fabrizio Romano tweets, Luis Diaz remains open to leave Liverpool this summer if a good proposal arrives for the club. Liverpool have rejected bids from Bayern and also an approach from Barca in June, as they want to keep Diaz, as Liverpool fans do as well. But both Bayern and Barca plan to try again. They're in direct contact with his agents. This is a difficult one for me to accept, to be honest, because he is so adored by Liverpool fans. Um, we sing his song everywhere we go. He was the best player in the last third of the season to ensure that Liverpool got over the line and win the Premier League. But to be open to leaving, and again, why would you want to leave Liverpool at the minute? I'm sorry, 28 in the form of his life, will try and go on and win the Premier League again. Allegedly, there's two rumours. He's on either 55k a week or 140k a week. I still don't know the truth, if I'm honest. If it's the former, yeah, obviously get your money up. But if it's the latter, I mean, you could probably push to 180, but at that age, I'm not even sure. It was on Sky yesterday that they said Liverpool aren't really planning to give him a new contract. But to remain open to leave, listen, it'll be, if he does try and force his way out, this will be a really difficult situation for him if he doesn't end up leaving and he doesn't get his way. He has to come back with almost his tail between his legs. He was at training yesterday. We did see that. But Luis Diaz to leave Liverpool, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. 56 million. I mean, Liverpool, if they were looking to replace Diaz with a Rodrigo, for example, it would almost be the same money as Rodrigo, in my opinion. Yeah, Rodrigo's 24, but Luis Diaz, in my opinion, and the opinion of Liverpool, by the way, is that he's definitely worth a lot more than 56.8. We're looking at 65 to 70 million pounds, not even euros. So I don't know about that one. I don't like the fact that, he's looking to leave Liverpool, or his mind's been made up. He wants to leave Liverpool. After everything he's achieved, I think you've got more of a chance winning the Champions League at Liverpool than Bayern Munich. So he's been quiet more recently. He did obviously appear in some kind of clip, social media influencer party thing in Colombia, and he said he's very calm. But we need to hear from him sooner rather than later. And actually, it's not Liverpool that want him to go, it's him. So let me know in the comments. Luis Diaz remains open to leave Liverpool this summer if the proposal arrives for the club. It's not what Luis Diaz wants in this situation, it's what Liverpool want for him. They are not going to take anything less, in my opinion, than 65, 70 million pounds. So let me see how this one ends up. I'm not the biggest fan of that news, if I'm honest, because why would you want to leave Liverpool at the minute? And obviously this story will develop more and more. But Liverpool did reject a bid from Barcelona, or interest from Barcelona, already in the summer. And allegedly they've already rejected interest from Bayern Munich as well. But it's a difficult one, really, to kind of understand. It seems to be up in the air, and it seems to be brought up every single day. 2 years left on his deal still. Was one of our best attackers last season. But would it be better for Liverpool to earn some money for his sale rather than losing him for nothing in 2 years? I mean, that's not going to happen. I'm reading an article here from Rousing the Kop. Ben Jacobs believes a fee worth 70 would be enough for Liverpool to sell him. He said that Bayern have been repeatedly told that Liverpool don't want to engage in talks, but they haven't, that hasn't stopped them. They still carried on there. So let's see how this one ends up, right? Because, Liverpool, according to this article, should sell him if they're not going to extend his stay at Liverpool. 25 goal contributions last season. Best attacker after Mo Salah, in my opinion. So it's a difficult one. And when you look at, what his attributes are, that is something that Bayern Munich are looking for. So, yeah, difficult one to take that one, because Luis Diaz, is such an important player to Liverpool. And you can see why they want him. I mean, if you look at his goals and assists, he's got 148 games played for Liverpool, 41 goals and 23 assists. You're basically looking at a goal or an assist every other game. It's easy to see why they're interested. And you can see also why Liverpool are reportedly in no mood to sell as well, with 17 goals across all comps last season. So listen, difficult one, but we'll see how this one ends. And, you know, we've heard of the links to Anthony Gordon for ages. In my opinion, I'd much rather have Luis Diaz in the team than him. And actually, against Gakpo, if you put their numbers together, he beats him in every aspect: shot accuracy, shots on target, possession lost, successful dribbles. The only thing Gakpo is better than him, according to these stats from the BBC, is interceptions. But he's such a workhorse, and, you know, I think that's it's an interesting story, and we'll see how it ends. Of course, Liverpool still in for Ekitike, still in for Isak. I do think there's going to be some kind of transfer explosion in the next couple of days, which really sets out the plan for Hugo and for Alex. And Alex Isak might have to get to a point where he has a word with Newcastle and says, look, let me talk to them, let me engage in chats. If that happens, Newcastle can go straight in for Ekitike. If Isak comes out and says he wants to stay, then Liverpool go in for a TK. It's a domino effect, and, you know, we'll have to see how that one ends. This next one, I'll be honest, when I saw it, I thought it was a joke, and it might still be a joke. It could well still be a joke, but according to the Daily Mail, Marcus Rashford was floated as a potential target during meetings between Liverpool's transfer staff, but nothing progressed beyond that, and there is little potential for that to be resurfaced. I mean, Sky Sports News reported it as well. It was floated as an idea, but that has not progressed so far. I mean, just straight up no. Straight up no. Straight up, absolutely no chance. Move on. And there was an article from Dominic King at the Mail in which he says the likes of Ollie Watkins, Jan Wissa, Osimhen and Hugo Ekitike have all been discussed. We know that Isak is definitely at the top of that pile. And whilst the interest in Ekitike is obviously still very well known, the Frenchman is a fallback option if Isak can't be signed, but then Liverpool have considered Watkins and Wissa. That is interesting. And Wissa scores 19, Watkins 16, only behind Isak, Haaland and Chris Wood as the top scoring strikers. Obviously, Mo Salah isn't a striker. But Watkins turns 30 in December. Wissa's 29 in 2 months' time. Rashford's 28 in October. I mean, let me just shut that one straight down right now. There is no way that Marcus Rashford is moving to Liverpool. There is absolutely no way. No. I'm not even going to discuss it anymore. Just no. Straight up no. Instantly no. Instantly no. So, yeah, we won't talk about that one anymore. But where do you see this saga ending between Ekitike, between Isak? Let me know in the chat, because I do think, like I said, in the next few days, we're really going to see something that unsettles both camps probably and looks to work in Liverpool's favour. But as we know, Liverpool are still expected to rival the bid for Ekitike after we've been told that Alex Isak is not for sale. But interestingly, Fabrizio Romano did say this morning on a video that Alex Isak, the player himself, has not ruled this move out. Okay, so until he does that, I guess the rumours will still be there. But there's your little transfer update from all the bits and bobs I could collate and find this morning online. Victor Osimhen as well is a name that's been mentioned this morning by the Daily Mail as an option as well. Napoli have said, listen, the deal for Nunes is definitely off. And apparently Luis Diaz still wants to leave Liverpool. So there's a lot to discuss, a lot to think about there. So please get your comments down below, and we'll have a little conversation down there where it carries on. But smash that like button, get your comments in, and I'll see you soon. Take care.